Hello and welcome to the Kenneth Vercammen Law Office Legal Podcast. This edition we're looking at, some DWI, decisions and appeals based upon the case of State versus Cassidy. And we're in particular touching upon State versus Zingis, Zingis. Here, the appellate division held a DWI sentence can be vacated where the state failed to prove that the prior convictions was not based upon an Alcotest sample held inadmissible by the Supreme Court ruling in State versus Cassidy. Now, Zingis has since been stayed by New Jersey Supreme Court, which has ordered some more fact-finding. So, in Zingis, the appellate division affirmed defendant's conviction. They said, however, because the state did not prove beyond a reasonable doubt that his prior conviction was not based upon an Alcotest sample result rendered inadmissible in State versus Cassidy, the court vacates his sentence and remands to be sentenced as a first offender. In the Zingis appeal, defendant was convicted of DWI during the time Dennis was falsely certifying Alcotest calibration records. At sentencing for the present offense, Zingis argued the state was required to produce the calibration records from his prior conviction to prove Dennis was not involved in his conviction. The trial court agreed with the state, and then the law division held with the defendant. The appeals court held that in the absence of evidence how the Cassidy list was compiled, and it definitely includes all prior DWI convictions that relied upon test results from Alcotest instruments calibrated by Trooper Dennis, the absence of defendant's name on a list itself was insufficient proof that defendant's prior conviction was not invalidated by Cassidy. The appeal court made a similar holding with respect to the state's assertion without supporting evidence that defendant's conviction Dennis was not involved in something out of Camden County. The court noted that burden on defendant's malfeasance as a state police officer fails on the state, which cannot accept the grounds of convenience and expediency in its obligation to prove that a prior conviction on which it relies for enhanced sentence and a subsequent prosecution was not tainted by his misconduct. Good decision for defendant in the Zingis. The Supreme Court has since put a stay on it and remanded. There's more information on the Zingis case on our website, N.J.S.A. and website benotguilty.com. For representation in DWI cases, contact Ken Vercammen's office in Edison at 732-572-0500. Thank you.